Welcome into Tips for Gamers. I'm Dottery Crib, and today it's time to light it up. Get your popcorn ready, get that round of applause going, baby. It's time to light it up. We're going to show you guys why you should never sign outside linebackers again in Madden 23 franchise mode. Never in the entire history of your Soloverse of who you are as a person, the history of you, never, ever again will you sign outside linebackers after this video. Let's light it up. So Madden really screwed up with contracts this year, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have felt it. They just crapped on our face, and they just said, hey, deal with it, because it's terrible. They act like all outside linebackers are the same, and that's so far from the truth. A Joey Bosa is not the same as a pass coverage linebacker. They're completely different. Joey Bosa is going to go get double-digit sacks every year. He's an edge rusher. He's listed as an outside linebacker because of the system that he plays in. And then you got guys that are in a 4-3 situation. They're a true outside linebacker, and they're a pass coverage, run stopper, what have you, field general, you name it. Those guys are not going to get paid the same as a Joey Bosa. They're just not. All right, Joey Bosa's been playing on the defensive line his entire career. He's at Ohio State. He played the same as his brother, Nick Bosa, who's listed as a right end. So we can't compare all outside linebackers the same. If my outside linebacker is rushing and getting double-digit sacks because he's an edge rusher, that's fine. I don't mind paying him. But I don't want to pay a guy who's a pass coverage guy the same amount as a guy like Joey Bosa. I don't want to do that. Doesn't make sense. So we took Jermaine Pratt and we moved him to a 99 overall. Now, once again, development does not change the contract whatsoever. They'll ask for the same amount whether they're a normal dev or superstar dev because it goes on the overall. The age of the player only will change how many years they ask for. That's it. Okay, so just so you guys know that. So as a 99 overall, Jermaine Pratt as a left outside linebacker wants $152 million total contract for 6 years. 75.8 of it in salary, 76.5 in signing bonus, which is guaranteed money. We break that down per year: 22 million, 23.1 million, 24.4, 25.9, 27.5, 29.4. It's a lot of money. You're talking almost Nick Bosa status. I mean, this is a huge contract. So as a right outside linebacker, the dude wants 5 years instead of 6. So we're going to add up 5 years of this contract to 5 years of the left outside linebacker contract and see what you're saving here. He wants 5 years, $25.3 million in salary, $98.2 million total with a $72.9 million signing bonus, which is insane. That's a lot of guaranteed money, but he's taking a lot more off the salary. Now, if we break it down by year, 18.1, 18.8, 19.6, 20.5, and the 21.6, you can obviously see there is a big difference between these two contracts. Not a big difference in the player, not in his overall, nothing like that. Just the position. So if we add up the 5 years of a left outside linebacker contract versus 5 years of a right outside linebacker contract of the same player, you're looking that the left outside linebacker will make $21.9 million more than the same guy as a right outside linebacker. $21.9 million. That's astronomical. That's insane. That is a lot of money that you could spend elsewhere. So if we break down him as a middle linebacker, you're going to see a big difference here, which is insane. He wants a 6-year deal, so we'll only take 5 years out of this contract compared to the other 5 of the outside linebackers right and left, and compare those contracts. So he wants a 6-year deal at $92.1 million total. He wants 55.6 of it in salary, 36.5 in signing bonus, which is guaranteed money. Okay, so the total contract, if we do a total contract of just 5 years, this total contract would be 74.7 if he was asking for a 5-year deal. 74.7, which is drastically different. Now you see it based upon the year: 13.3, 14.1, 14.9, 15.7, 16.7. Okay, big difference here. So you are talking such an astronomical amount of money that you will make, a middle linebacker will make $23.5 million less than a right outside linebacker in 5 years. $23.5 million less than a right outside linebacker. He will make $45.3 million less than a left outside linebacker. So left outside linebacker is the most horrific when it comes to the contracts. Right outside linebackers the second, and middle linebackers obviously the best. I never thought that a middle linebacker would be $45 million less than an outside linebacker if you had a 99 overall. I couldn't even fathom that. It makes zero sense to me. I don't understand it at all. So the question is, what do you do next? Well, you sign middle linebackers and then move him to outside linebacker. That's what you do. Now, if you have an outside linebacker and you have the system to where he's actually like an edge rusher, fine, pay him edge rusher money. That's no problem, okay? But if he's like a pass coverage guy or you're in a 4-3 system and he's not doing that, there's no reason you should pay DN money for him. If you can move your guy over to middle linebacker, sign him that way, great. If you somehow can't, then just sign middle linebackers from here on out. Okay, when you're in the free agency signing period, sign middle linebackers. If you're going to sign an outside linebacker, sign a right outside linebacker, not a left outside linebacker. $45.3 million is like a one-year quarterback contract for an elite quarterback. That's ridiculous. That's a lot of money. So you could do a lot with that money. Don't get suckered into signing these dumb deals that Madden wants us to sign because it's just not worth it. I mean, the difference between outside linebackers is massive. So don't make them all the same. And I don't want to get roasted just because my guy plays a certain position, even though he doesn't play it like someone else. All right, so hopefully this helped you guys. Hit that like button down below. It helps us out big time. Light it up.